This is going to be part of the notes and homework for notes 1-A for volume of rectangular prisms. So on these, whenever we talk about this, when we do volume for prisms, we're going to be talking about big B times H. It's extremely important that you guys know that big B, this one right here, stands for area of the base. So whenever we're talking about area of the base, we're talking about, well, if this thing is sitting on its base, here's the base, which looks like it's just going to be a rectangle. And then our area is everything on the inside of that rectangle. So that is what our area of the base is going to be, no pun intended. Now, our height, our H right here, is how tall the figure is. Now, keep in mind, whenever we're talking about prisms, we usually have two bases. So we're only going to worry about one of them, but our height is the distance between those two bases. So that is our H right there. So whenever we work these out, we'll be doing volume equals area of the base times the height. The area of the base is usually for a rectangular prism will always be length times width, and then we are going to multiply times the height of our figure, which is just length times width times height, which is what most of you guys are used to. But it's important that you guys shade the base so you can show us what you're trying to demonstrate. So again, here's on number one, our exercise. We're going to do volume equals area of the base times the height. For now, I'm just going to go with whatever the base is sitting on, or whatever the figure is sitting on as the base. So here's my base. So I can see that my area of the base, we're just going to do 6 times 5 for our area of the base. Now our height, this is going to be 8 inches tall. So we're going to do times 8. 6 times 5 is 30. Again, we have to do that times 8. And 30 times 8 is 240 inches cubed. Take a look at number 2. Again, we're going to be doing this the same way. We're going to do volume equals area of the base times the height. Our base on this one, we're going to use this bottom rectangle. So our base for this rectangle is going to be this 7 right here. For our length, and then our width is this distance right here, which matches this distance here. So for our base, we're going to be doing 4 times 7. Or 7 times 4, whatever. And now our height. Well, here's our height right here, that 3. 7 times 4 is going to be 28. And we'll be doing that times our 3. And 28 times 3 is going to be 84. This will be meters cubed. That's the only example I'm going to be doing for the notes side. I will go through a couple of the homework problems because they're a little bit more difficult to read. Take a look at the homework on number 1. For these, it doesn't really matter what you call the base. Just pick one side and go with it. So again, we're going to be doing volume equals area of the base times the height. For our base, I'm going to be looking at this rectangle down here. I know it's very difficult to see on this one, but for that area of the base, this length right here, we're going to use that one, and we're going to be using that one. So we have 10, and this other measurement right here is going to be 12. So for our area of the base, we're going to be doing 10 times 12. And now for our height is going to be 10. 10 times 12 is 120. Times another 10 is going to be 1,200 inches cubed. Take a look at the next one. This one's a little more easy to see and ought to be more straightforward, but we have volume equals area of the base times the height. Here's our base down here. We have a 5 by, now this side length right here matches this side length right here. So for our area of our base, we're going to be doing 5 times 4, and now times our height. Our height of this figure is another 5 yards. 5 times 4 is 20, times another 5. 20 times 5 is 100 yards cubed. Gonna pick a slightly more difficult one to see. Actually, number 3 is not too bad, just because of the way it's set up. So again, we're gonna do volume equals area of the base times the height. We're gonna be using this side down here, that very bottom rectangle, for our area of our base. So this is going to be a 9 by 9. It's already marked for us. So 9 times 9 for our area of our base. And for our height, again, this one's a little more difficult to see. There's our height right there, that 8 inches. So 9 times 9 is 81 times our 8. And 81 times 8 is 648 inches cubed. The rest of that front side, I'm going to kind of leave it to you guys, but we're going to take a look at one on the back side. Most of these aren't too bad, but we are going to take a look at number 8 real quick. Again, just because it might be a little harder to see. So we're going to be doing volume equals area of the base times the height. Our base is going to be down here. And we're going to be doing 8 by 4, because that side right there matches that side right there. So 8 times 4. And then our height is the distance between the two bases. So we have 6. Our 8 times 4 is 32. We'll be doing that times 6. And 32 times that 6 is 192, and that will be miles cubed. Guys, if you have any more questions on these, make sure you come to the tutorial so I can help you out.